Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Marche. Good to see you. Today we'll be reading a new story in the Julian series. It's called Julian's Glorious Summer. We have a little bit of an idea about Julian, right? We know that he's a fibber, someone who tells like little lies, and he always gets in a lot of trouble. Guess he doesn't learn his lesson. But today in this new series that we're going to read, I hope that we are able to get some new ideas about Julian. Maybe he changes, or maybe he's still the same. I don't know. All right, so let's begin. Julian's Glorious Summer. Before we begin to read into the book, we really need to take a sneak peek. Do we all remember how to take a sneak peek? Good. First, we look at the cover page, study it very well, get some ideas. Then we take a look at the back blurb, read it to grow some more ideas. Then we take a look at the table of contents to see how the story will go. All right, here we go. Julian's Glorious Summer. So on the cover page, I'm noticing Julian right here. Here's Julian. And he looks like he's up to no good, right? And then I'm noticing a girl. I'm wondering if that's maybe his friend, because we know his brother Huey. And it looks like perhaps they're going to go bicycle riding. I don't know. Let's take a look at the blurb. Bicycles. Shiny, whizzing, wobbly bicycles. Scare Julian more than lions or tigers. But how can he tell that's his best friend? Gloria. She already can ride with no hands. So instead of telling the truth, Julian makes up a little fib. And he almost gets away with it until his fib backfires and Julian finds himself in the biggest, most confounding fix ever. Wow. Here we go again. Julian getting in trouble. And now it seems like the trouble he makes gets him even in more trouble. All right, let's take a look at the table of contents. That's right. Chapter 1. Why I tell stories. So maybe we're going to learn why Julian tells stories. Why he makes up these fibs. Chapter 2. I get out of trouble. Chapter 3. My father talks to heaven. Chapter 4. I get lucky. Chapter 5. To each his own. Chapter 6. The beginning of happiness. Chapter 7. I get my just reward. Chapter 8. I take off. Seems like this story is going to be pretty interesting. Don't you agree? Yeah. All right. So we have to go back to the back blurb to write our problem jot. And I'm going to need your help. Based on the big problem, what should we write about? All right. How about this? Bicycles scare Julian, but he doesn't know how to tell his friend Gloria. So instead, Julian makes up a little fib. And we know a little fib is a little lie, right? Which he almost gets away with. Until it backfires and gets him in big trouble. How many agree that this is the big problem? He doesn't like bicycles. Okay, great. But then he lies about it, right? And that gets him in even more trouble. So that's the big problem of this story. So as we read, we're going to keep that big problem in the back of our minds so that as we jot, we can make connections. Right? Do we agree?